You wake up to the sound of your phone vibrating on the nightstand. 3 short words appear on the screen. SWAT call out. Now. Your heart starts racing before your mind even catches up. Somewhere in the city, something has gone very wrong, and today, you're stepping into the world that runs toward danger when everyone else runs away. Most people only see SWAT during the worst moments of a crisis. The armored vehicles, the black uniforms, the men moving in perfect silence with rifles raised and faces hidden behind helmets. But what people don't see is the journey it takes to get there. No one wakes up one day and becomes SWAT. You start as a regular officer, learning the streets, learning the pressure, learning what it feels like when a situation turns dangerous in seconds. Then, if you prove yourself strong enough, calm enough, and disciplined enough, you're invited into a different world, a world where every decision can save a life or cost one. This is your life as every rank in SWAT. Your journey starts long before the black uniform. You're just a patrol officer, driving through quiet streets at night, responding to calls most people would never want to face. Domestic disputes, robberies, car accidents, the everyday chaos of a city that never fully sleeps. Your job is simple in theory: keep the peace. But the streets quickly teach you that nothing is ever simple. Every shift you learn something new: how to read people's faces, how to hear fear in someone's voice, how to stay calm when everyone around you is panicking. You start hearing stories about the SWAT team, the specialized unit that handles hostage situations, armed barricades, and high-risk raids. Officers talk about them with a mix of respect and distance, like they're a different breed. And part of you starts wondering if you could do that. One night, you respond to a call about an armed suspect barricaded inside an apartment building. Patrol units surround the area, lights flashing across the walls of nearby buildings. Then the SWAT truck arrives. The team steps out silently, moving with calm precision. No shouting, no chaos, just control. You watch them disappear into the building, and for the first time, you realize there's another level to this job. A level you want to reach. After years on patrol, you finally apply. The selection process is brutal. Physical tests push your body to exhaustion. Long obstacle courses, heavy gear runs, shooting evaluations where every shot must be perfect. But the hardest part isn't physical. It's mental. Instructors watch how you react under pressure. They throw unexpected problems at you during simulations. Loud explosions, confusing orders, chaotic environments. They're not just testing strength, they're testing control. Because panic is the one thing SWAT cannot afford. Weeks later, your name appears on the list. You're not SWAT yet. You're a candidate. Training becomes your new life. Long days filled with drills that repeat again and again until every movement becomes automatic. Room clearing, tactical communication, precision shooting. You learn to trust the people beside you. Because in SWAT, survival depends on teamwork. One afternoon during training, your team runs a hostage rescue scenario. You stack up outside a door with your squad. Your heart is pounding inside your chest. The signal comes. The door bursts open. And for the first time, you move like a real SWAT operator. You've earned the uniform. Now the real work begins. Life as a SWAT operator is unpredictable. Most days start with training, hours of practicing scenarios that might happen only once in your entire career. But when the call comes, everything changes instantly. You grab your gear and roll out with the team. The armored vehicle moves through traffic as the city slowly realizes something serious is happening. Your mission could be anything: a hostage situation, a dangerous fugitive, a barricaded suspect with a rifle. Every operation demands focus. One night you're deployed to a quiet suburban house where a man has locked himself inside with his family. Negotiators try to talk him down, but the situation is getting worse. Your team prepares to move in. You stack up beside the door with the others, weapons ready, waiting for the command. Seconds feel like minutes. Then the order comes, and suddenly you're inside. Every movement is fast and controlled, every room cleared with precision. Within minutes, the situation is over. No shots fired. Everyone alive. Moments like that remind you why this unit exists. Years pass. Missions pile up. Experience builds. Eventually, leadership begins to notice. You're promoted to team leader. Now you're not just responsible for yourself. You're responsible for the people moving behind you. Planning becomes your new challenge. Before every operation, you study the location. Floor plans, escape routes, possible threats. You assign positions and make sure everyone understands the plan. Because once the operation begins, there's no time for confusion. One evening, your team prepares to arrest a violent gang member hiding inside an abandoned warehouse. Intelligence reports he's armed and desperate. You stand in front of your team before the operation begins. They're watching you, waiting for direction. You give the signal, and the team moves exactly as planned. In SWAT, leadership isn't about giving orders. It's about earning trust. Eventually, you step even higher. Now you're the tactical commander. Instead of leading a single team, you oversee the entire operation. You coordinate multiple units, negotiators, snipers, and patrol officers surrounding the area. Radios crackle constantly with updates. The pressure is heavier now. Every decision you make affects dozens of officers, and sometimes innocent lives. One afternoon, a bank robbery turns into a hostage situation. Armed suspects are inside with several civilians. The entire city is watching. You stand inside the command vehicle, studying maps and listening to reports. Your mind moves through possibilities. Then you make the call. Teams move into position. Negotiations begin. Hours later, the suspects surrender. No lives lost, and the city will never know how close things came to disaster. At the highest level, you become the SWAT commander. Now you're responsible for the entire unit, recruiting new operators, designing training programs, preparing the team for threats that most people never even imagine. Your days are filled with planning, meetings, and strategy. But every time an operation begins, you still feel the same tension you felt on your very first call, because you know what's at stake. Sometimes you watch younger operators prepare for missions the same way you once did, checking gear, adjusting helmets, standing quietly beside the armored vehicle before deployment. You recognize the look in their eyes, the same mix of focus and adrenaline you once felt, and you realize something important. This job is bigger than any single person. It's a chain of experience passed down from one generation of officers to the next. Most people will only ever see SWAT for a few seconds on the evening news, a quick clip of armored vehicles and flashing lights. But behind those moments is a lifetime of training, discipline, and decisions made under impossible pressure. You started as a patrol officer driving quiet streets. You became a candidate, fighting through exhausting training. Then an operator, then a leader, then the one responsible for everything. And that's the strange reality of this life. The higher you climb in SWAT, the less it becomes about bravery, and the more it becomes about responsibility. Because when the worst day of someone's life begins, you're the one who has to walk through the door.